Hey Joe, what do you got there?
Yep. So we've just brought in a pair of Wilson Wilson Witt Series 2 speakers. Ask me how I know it's a Series 2.
How do you know it's a series
It's
two?
Series 2 because I did a lot of research, and yeah, there's Series 1 and Series 2. So fun story about Series 1. Went through the reviewer. Reviewer said, wow, great for home theater, great for music, great for everything. Not quite Class A stereophile component. Class A stereophile is basically like the Emmy Awards, the Oscar Awards at that time. Maybe still is, verdicts out. The second reviewer said, wow, this is so fantastic. This is a Class A component. And the third reviewer was kind of like brought in to say who's right and who's wrong. And the guy said, this is a Class A component. So that's the Series 1. And then the Series 2. So basically, Series 1 came out, and then they discovered some issues, or they just wanted to improve it further. And yeah, so they had the paint redone. And they improved it some more on the inside. So in order for them to get the paint job done, they had to charge more. But in order for customers to accept the pricing of the new Series 2, they also improved the sound. So you're paying for the paint job, but they also improved the sound. And that's the Series 2. So, but the great question is, if you improve a pair of speakers or you come out with the second version, you may not actually have a better sounding pair of speakers. It may just be different. That's the problem with making, like, just cause you come up with version 2, it doesn't mean version 2 sounds better. So they sent the Series 2 over back to the reviewer, the first reviewer, and he said, yeah, this speaker is an improvement it's just an improvement altogether. Yeah, so if you look at it, this is a Wilson, this is a classic looking Wilson. You've got the top part of the unit married to a massive bass reflex woofer from Focal, Cios, Focal inverted titanium tweeters, I think. And that's how they like to make their speakers. And they make it incredibly rigid, incredibly strong. You can wrap your knuckles on them all day, your knuckles will hurt. Massively layered sides. Basically, these guys pump all the energy into the room. And look at the size of this woofer. It's 12 inches. It's a little bit more than 12 inches. And it's a bass reflex box that doesn't sound like a bass reflex. Sounds like a sealed box. And it's really exciting. And I basically grew up with Wilsons. So yeah, I just don't know why I put that in. But yeah, I grew up with Wilsons. So whenever I came near them, my dad would just like, no, don't go near them. Stay away from these extremely expensive speakers. So when Wilson came out with their tune tots, or the Watts, the WATT, Wilson Audio Tune Tots, I think that's what they're called. They cost 4 times more than the next most expensive pair of bookshelves. So that's how they kind of made their name. Yeah, so really fun and exciting pair of speakers. If you listen to them, you'd just be amazed by how much power is just going into the room. So while I was listening to them, I kept on turning up the volume. I had no idea I was just turning up the volume, but I just kept on turning it up until a customer had to walk in and say, Joe, do you know you're playing very loud? I said, what do you know about loud? Pulled out my SPL meter and said, wow, I am playing really loud. It was basically going off like a power drill next to me. I had no idea. So I had to just walk out for a moment, just calm down, chill out, come back in, listen to my music again. But yeah, really fun sounding speakers. Just pretty neutral. I think they're pretty neutral. Yeah, they're not laid back at all. Totally not laid back. Really dynamic performance. That's my first few impressions of it. And they make it like a battle tank. It's just like a tank. This thing, like if you threw this at an armored tank, the tank would probably break, not the pair of speakers. Yeah. So yeah, very classic Wilson audio design, and it's a pre-owned unit. And yeah, we're coming up with pricing soon for it.
Cool. Thanks, Joe.
Check out the amplifier, Krell MDA, huge amounts of powers. Krell is all heatsink and all toroidal transformer. Dan D'Agostino era Krell, secondhand. We'll probably come up with a video for that. But yeah, check out the back of this Wilson unit. Not sure if you can follow me. Look at that. Wilson Audio Specialties built in the USA. Yeah, massive. Double. Look at this. They actually like they have like a double layer of material over here, and then they kind of sandwiched it together to like deal with resonances and things like that. So yeah, there's virtually no vibration. It's quite crazy. Yeah. Not that vibration is a bad thing. Vibration can sometimes be a good thing, but you know, that's their philosophy. Those who can do, or you know, you can make it out of like thin material. I mean, I'm just talking. Yeah, you can make it out of thin materials and then it becomes like a instrument, and then you can cheat, or well, maybe not cheat. You can like make your speaker sound really good in that resonance frequency. Yeah. Focal is right behind the Wilsons as well. So that's actually a lot of focal in this room. So these are on demo as well. Fun pair of speakers. Beautiful. Beryllium drivers.
Cool. Thanks, Joe.